Your
Well,
white Jesus.
it's like I work out hard.
Yeah, no,
It's
it ain't
like
gotta be
your
there. It ain't gotta
no,
be there. No, it ain't there. That's not there. It's not there. And that's why y'all scared of real ones. Yeah, you scared of them. Yeah, on fact. I didn't come over here attacking y'all. And you ask me questions, I try to answer it, and you won't let me do it. So now, what are you going to do? Tell me what you are.
No.
Tell me what you going to do.
Brother. We're not
What are you going to do, little boy? What are you going to do, little boy?
We just love you. We just love
on this planet. I am man on this planet, and I will handle it. God damn it.
I love black Americans that go to church. I love them. I love these people.
You're not gonna do shit. You will not do a goddamn thing. You will not do shit. So shut the fuck up. You sat there and try to question.
No, I just love African American that goes to church, man. They don't rob me. They don't rob me.
Wannabe boy. I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is about little wannabe boys like you. You was being prejudiced from the very get-go. Yeah, I ain't say nothing about you, your race, your religion, or nothing.
I support you.
You're a bitch. Yeah, you better follow that and follow it well. I don't gotta follow shit.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I just said, you little punk motherfucker? Yeah, I ain't gotta follow nothing. Yeah.
Get a job. My friend. How about you get a job? Get a real job.
The real shit. I fuck with real Muslims. I fuck with them. I fuck with real Christians and them Catholic motherfuckers. Yeah, all the way to the
I've been in jail. You know how you know real African American?
I fuck with them all. Bitch.
Shut up. Can you shut up? I've been in jail. I know people, African American people, when they go to jail. That's when they recognize the real facts. When they go to jail. When African American go to jail, they fucking Islam is the solution. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. It's a fact. African American choose Islam in jail because they feel free. Because they feel themselves. Not like you, man.
Y'all motherfuckers want to sit there and act like y'all like us. You are not afraid of you. Yeah, all hood. You little bitch motherfuckers want to act like you like us. Oh, you part of Africa. You part of Sardine. You part of this. You part of... No, we ain't part of none of you.
African, I'm Moroccan, I'm Muslim, I'm African African.
We don't like none of you little bitch-ass motherfuckers. We don't like none of you little bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Shut up.
I know you're smart as a motherfucker. I guarantee it. As you as tall as the sodas that you tell. You as tall as the sodas that you tell.
You're a fucking gangster. You're a type of people that
are you as tall as the sodas that you sell, little bitch-ass motherfucker.
Hey, Em and Johnny.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Yeah. You was talking that prejudice shit. Now I'm on your head, little bitch.
Em and Johnny. Can y'all catch me up on what the argument's about? Like, what are y'all going after each other's neck for?
No, it's my fault.
That's what. Alhamdulillah. We're trying to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the little bitch know what he is. I'm gonna let the little bitch know what he is.
People rape you, motherfucker. People rape you in your jail. You come to Muslim, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Shut up. Alhamdulillah, you come to Muslims because they protect you. Because we don't believe in this shit, okay? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, you shut up, okay? You don't go to white people, you don't go to no people, you come to Muslim people, alhamdulillah. We protect
I say it like
people,
this.
Everybody.
I give you.
This guy is lying, alhamdulillah.
I'll give you.
We don't care about color. We don't care about the black.
I'll give you.
And he's making stuff up right now.
I'll give you a quote. You know, it's on both sides. I say, if
I would love to meet you.
I say it like this.
Did you hear what I said? No, hold on, bro. No, man. There ain't no I say you ain't controlling this. On Crip, nigga, I'd love to meet you. Bakersfield, California, Westside family.
Alhamdulillah. I told you, my brother. You come to prison or jail because I know you have been in jail so long.
Hey.
Even though you come this time, I will tell you, my brother. Welcome. You are very welcome. You are very welcome, my brother.
Try to think like you one of the little niggas around that motherfucker. I guarantee it.
Alhamdulillah.
Hey, if a person...
Fuck with the FBA, nigga.
You
better fuck with the FBA. If you don't, nigga, we gonna get you. Understand me?
Alhamdulillah. I told you, my brother. Alhamdulillah.
Listen.
You are my brother. Whatever you do, my friend.
Listen.
You are my brother. Okay.
If a person of God matches the energy of a fool, the people of God can't tell the difference between the two. Which means you're not supposed to match energy if you already know that you have the truth. There's no need to get
up in this motherfucker, bro.
Like,
so now you gonna preach to me. You dig what I'm talking about?
I'm saying
now on some real hood shit. Yeah, we understand y'all niggas don't like us. But you not like us. Now understand that part.
Is no need to.
I gotta understand your part, right? I have to understand your shit, right?
Hey,
but you ain't gonna understand mine. That's cool. That's cool, bro. That's cool, bro.
When you understand them, that means you are ahead of them if they don't understand you as well. That means you took a piece from them and they ain't take a piece from you.
Understand me.
So it's like, just because they don't understand you, that makes you up on them. You have to, like I said, that's the biggest thing about understanding.
No, you can't do it. It's impossible.
No, it's like
I'm fucking Abraham or some shit. No, none of that. You don't see me doing that. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
If you take,
it's not gonna happen.
I know. If you take all the other
motherfuckers over there, only wear do-rag, and from some hood. Right? So now it's my turn. Now I'm supposed to sit there and try to what? Pray to the east or some shit? Fuck out of here.
Well,
he came in all the way disrespectful. Didn't matter what the fuck I celebrated. But that's what you want. So let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no, this is the point. This is the second point. This is the second point. That little bitch ass motherfucker won't do a goddamn thing. That part. That's why he ran from his hometown. Yeah. Why you ain't over there? Why you ain't fighting that war? Why you ain't fighting for your people? FBA is real shit. Yeah, real black Americans. Real ones. Yeah, we ain't scared of none of you motherfuckers at all. Now play that back.
As I was saying, like,
I mean, you can just go watch it on YouTube. I'm broadcasting live streaming right now.
Bitch ass motherfucker. Go for your motherfucking homeland, nigga, and figure it out. How many pictures you got or whatever you got over there? Yeah, but that's your homeland. Don't come over here talking to me. You ain't gonna come over here talking to me like that. Not at all. It ain't gonna happen. Or nobody like me. And anybody that sits there and sucks on your little punk ass dick, you punk ass motherfucker, I'm telling you straight up. Nigga, I got no love for you motherfuckers. Cause you always disrespecting. I got no love for you. What you gonna do? Yeah.
Wait,
what you gonna do? I know for a fact you ain't gonna do shit.
My brother. We know Muslims.
I know for a fact.
Clock.
I guarantee it.
Faggots. My brother.
I fucking guarantee
it. My brother.
You won't do shit.
Can you listen for a second, my brother? Can you listen? Please, my brother, please. Please, can you listen for a second? We never did that. We never. It could be.
Listen.
You wanna be.
It's your point of view. It's your point of view.
You wanna be a nigga. You wanna be a nigga.
What is this?
You wanna be a nigga.
You can speak about it for
be a nigga. Shut up, boy. Little boy. You wanna be a nigga.
Hey, what is this song?
American jail, it's known for Muslims. You know why Muslims? Because we have the white, we have the blacks, and we have the Muslims. And fortunately, okay, we have a lot of. As a black, I am myself. I am African. I'm from Morocco. I am African.
Oh my God!
I am a Muslim.
Good.
Can you shut up, man? You talk so much.
Oh, come on, brother. Fuck your Muslim bitches. Like, you're so annoying. Fuck.
No.
See, look, y'all I don't know what the fuck going on, but the motherfucker was sitting there talking shit whenever I walked in. And now I'm supposed to be the one to calm down. F you motherfuckers.
I was in jail, okay? I was in jail, so I fucking understand it. If you guys listen for me for a second, I'll explain to you. If you want to understand, if you guys don't want, okay. I'm trying to do it right here. I was in jail because America think I am a terrorist. All that they put me in jail, and unfortunately, 3 months I'm out.
Stop lying and go fuck yourself. Stop lying.
I was in a fucking jail, man. I was in a fucking cell. I fucking lived with people.
You can't even speak proper English. Go fuck yourself, bitch.
It's not your business. I don't speak. I agree with you.
I'm Muslim. Allah Akbar. Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. You're so fucking annoying.
I don't speak proper English. I don't.
Oh, hood, nigga, we will fuck you up.
Do I have to speak a proper English to speak your fucking American language? Is that the point right now? I have to fucking speak.
For you, bro.
Is that how to be American?
Go speak to your goat. Go fuck yourself.
Can you shut up? Can you shut up? Yeah, because you are speaking like you are fucking.
If you keep speaking, I will start fucking Allah. You know, like just.
Can you shut up?
I will start fucking Allah.
I don't wanna talk to you. I don't wanna talk to you here. Can you shut up? Can you mind your business?
No. I will start.
Can you go shop somewhere else? Can you go shop?
No.
Go shop. Go shop. You know what it means, shop, go shop.
Meet you, bro. I would love to meet you face to face, bro. I know for a fact you ain't got nothing. You a waste bag worth.
Oh, go.
You a waste bag.
No, for real.
Why Muslims are so
I just want to know about this motherfucker. I want about you, motherfucker. Yeah, you're fucking Indian and you're fucking coming here, people talking, and you kind of like really like kind of like pitching out and kind of like trying to pitch in about this guy.
Is this room just to let your anger out in? Are y'all just letting your anger out on each other in this room? Like how y'all had a long time?
Fucking the Jewish people fucked you all out.
It
sounds like y'all
fucking Israeli Mossad all fucked you up. Israeli Mossad all fucked you up. Okay. Alright.
Israel will fuck all our bitches.
Where your store at, cuz?
Sound like y'all using this room right here.
Where your store at, cuz? Where's your store at, cuz?
Oh my God!
Shut up, guys.
This is the most.
This is a fucking nonsense. This is a fucking nonsense. I worked for intelligence before. I know what works, what doesn't work. You guys are all fucked up. I fucked your fucking mom. I fucked your.
Did you fuck your goat?
I fucked your mom.
Do you have a goat?
I fucked your mom. You know how mom her why she, when I fucked your mom, you know how she did.
Is her name
She told me her name.
Aisha?
No, yeah. She told me
I fuck
Khadija.
Khadija?
She told me
Aisha?
Khadija, and she told me it's her mom. It's your mom. She told
Yes,
me
I
it's
love
your
fucking
mom.
Khadija.
She told me it's your mom.
So you little bitch,
What the fuck, man? Okay, guys, go night. I gotta
I
fucking
told
take
you,
this shit.
I called the motherfucker out.
There's a lot of fucking Indian going in here, all the Pakistanis, all this shit. You know what? Bye-bye. I'm not gonna accept this shit.
No, fuck off. Not even bye-bye for you. Just fuck off. Fuck off, you goat fucker. Yeah, sorry for Muslims here. I had to.
This is the problem with all this
insult
type
you to
of
make
shit.
them
Whenever you let these motherfuckers sit there and talk that bullshit, then you get people mad. I didn't come up in here on no angry shit, but the nigga sat there and just automatically, you're an American Negro. Whoopie. Okay, so what I already understand on this, first of all, I have to deal with white people. Now these fucking puck ass motherfuckers, they coming over here to my country and telling me that I'm something else. Yeah, I'm finna get on they ass. I'm finna get on they ass. You better fucking believe it. And punk motherfuckers. And other cuz sitting there trying to act like he's squashing shit. Man, I don't need that shit, cuz. On hood, nigga, I'm gonna roll up to his store. I know he got a blapper behind the thing. Yeah. I bet you I know Pops, and I bet you I know people around him.
Nah, this is
That's why I said that. This is what American Negroes have. We know the streets, son. We're from we run it. NBA.
It's deeper than that, though. This is the thing. Like, as far as all these things that people think they're running, nobody's really running anything. There's people that will shut everything down and beat the people that feel like they're big and make them feel small. You know, like, people are way bigger than they truly think, but they allow other people to make them small by letting other people make them mad. It's all a part of a game. Like, if someone calls you a clown, it doesn't make you turn into a clown at all. Because if you let someone's words into your ears and let them now have authority over your mind, that means that person has authority over you. That means that person.
Just let that motherfucker know exactly what he is. He is not gonna do a goddamn thing in the ghetto. No, for a fact. Let me know which ghetto you from.
It's
us as Negroes, yeah, FBAs, foundational Black American.
Is there
You gotta understand this. You gotta understand where I'm going here.
Hang on, please. Hang on.
I'm not playing.
So, hang on, please, hang on. So, is there any way that we can get back to talking about what is God?
I don't think they believe in God. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I think God is money to them.
I like to talk
and I just said see.
I like to talk to theists about God.
How can you speak about something that you don't have faith in, Phil O'Donnell?
Well, define faith.
A strong belief in someone.
So, I have a strong belief that my right hand jerks my dick off. Is that faith?
That's faith in your right hand.
Okay,
if your right hand is cut off, then that faith gets lost.
Useless then. Faith is useless then.
No, so when you have faith, it's like just like if
is there anything that exists that I cannot have faith in?
No, you're dealing with atheists right now.
Well,
People
no, hang on. I was in the middle of something. I'd like for you to wait until I'm done.
Yeah, you was in the middle of jerking off, cuz, and I'm not listening to that.
I was not. I was in the middle of a conversation. Conversations are not the same as jerking off. I don't know if you know this or not, but conversations are not the same as jerking off.
Okay, this is a real fag room, cuz. I'm not finna deal with this.
Yes, it's a real fact that conversations are different from masturbation. So, what were we talking about before we were so rudely interrupted?
Again, so if someone says, tell me that
we were talking about the definition of faith.
Yeah. So
can you please define faith?
I said a strong belief in someone or something.
Oh, I have a strong belief that my right hand is masturbating my dick. Is that faith?
What does that do for you?
No. Is that faith?
Do you have strong faith in your right hand?
No, it's a yes or no question.
Yes, you have faith. You have faith in your right hand.
It's a yes or no question. Is that?
I said yes. You have faith in your right hand.
Yes, that's faith. So, if I have faith that I'm masturbating, is that the same as my faith in God?
If you are looking for someone to give you life.
Well, can I hold God in my hand?
No, you can.
Okay, so it's not the same as masturbation because I can hold my dick in my hand. I cannot hold God in my hand, right?
Do you feel like you have to?
Well, I feel like I can hold my cock in my hand. I feel like I cannot hold God in my hand. Are those two statements accurate?
Can you hold anger in your hand? I don't think you can. It's something that you can't see. You can't hold it in your hand, Donald. I don't know why you want to hold everything.
You're just going to ignore what I'm saying. Got it.
You can't hold everything in your hand that you have, Donald.
So you're just going to ignore what I'm saying. Got it.
Because you're talking about two different things.
No, I'm not.
You're talking about something that you cannot understand versus something that you can see in plain sight. You're talking about...
So I can understand God. Why do you think that God is not understandable?
Because you are asking what is God. So you obviously don't understand.
Well, I don't understand your definition of God.
Do you want to know that definition of God? Like, would you accept it?
No, like, I don't know about accept. Wait, stop. Stop. I don't know about accept, but I would love to hear it. That's what I was saying yes to. Just so you know.
So are you open-minded, Donald, yes. or you just closed-minded saying I would love to hear it, just so you can just say nope, it can't be that because this and you start using what you have been taught.
So I would love to hear your definition of God. Yes.
The creator of everything that you see, that brings everything together.
We have to talk about that. So I can demonstrate that nothing has ever been created in the entire history of the universe.
Donald, you can't prove anything. You didn't.
I never said prove. So, I never said prove.
All right, can I finish, Donald?
Except no, because you're misrepresenting what I said. I never said prove.
Donald, you can't do anything if you haven't been anywhere. Like
I've been places. I've been
places, but
stop.
Okay,
stop. Oh my God. If you want to have a conversation, you have to stop talking every now and then. So right now you said something about me, and I'd like to respond to the thing that you directly said about me. You are wrong. I have been places. Do not assert something about me unless you know that thing to be true.
Donald, you go off of what you've been taught by the world.
No, I don't. I don't.
A lot of the information.
Stop talking. Stop. I do not go by what I've been taught. I specifically go out and measure, predict, and test everything I believe. I will show you evidence of every single thing that I believe.
As I was saying, Donald, like, a lot of the things that you have been taught is he say, she say. So you get a lot of your stuff off of
like what? Like what? What have I been taught that is he said, she said?
about science and everything.
Okay, what about science that I have been taught that is he said, she said?
Where you talk about how far the world goes and everything like that. We have many conversations, and you say it's like 1 billion.
How is
you don't
that
know
he
this
said, she said?
because you did not figure it out yourself.
I did. I can figure these things out for myself. That's easy.
Okay, Donald. Like,
I mean, you can just go look at it. It's very simple. You just go get a telescope and look at it.
You look at the telescope and it shows you the whole world, Donald.
No, the world is the thing that you are on. The universe is the thing that you look at.
So you see the whole universe through the telescope, Donald.
I see our observable universe through the telescope.
What I'm telling you, Donald, you can't measure anything just by what you are seeing.
I can measure many things.
But what I'm telling you, Donald, if you really want to know about God, it's something that the eyes cannot see.
Okay, so can you see your Bluetooth radio waves?
No, I'm not worried about seeing Bluetooth.
Okay, but do they exist? Do Bluetooth radio waves exist?
What does that have to do with God, Donald?
You just answer the question.
Why are you changing the subject?
What is wrong with
change the subject?
Stop. What is wrong with just answering my question?
Because you're changing the subject. I'm
not at all changing any subjects. I'm not doing that. You do not lie about what I'm doing as I'm doing it to my face while it's happening. Do not do that.
So, Donald, as I said, you cannot see God, and you started talking about Bluetooth. Those are two different things.
That's not what happened. That is not the progression of things that happened. You are lying about what happened. Don't do that anymore.
So what did I say, Donald?
It doesn't matter. What you said just now was a fucking lie.
So what did I say before?
It does not matter.
You know, Queen was down there the whole time.
What?
Queen was right there. Dia was, was you there the whole time when we were just speaking when I just said?
So you're just going to do meta. Okay, do meta. All you want. Oh, better than that. Do you want to do not meta? Because not meta would be better than meta, in my opinion. You're muted.
You said, like, what you talking about as far as, like, speak, like, don't use other people, just speak for myself or something like that, and don't...
No, let's just not do meta.
What do you mean, meta?
It doesn't matter. Let's just have a conversation. So let's just have a conversation.
All right. So let's start here, Donald. Have you ever tried to, like, reset yourself, Donald? Like,
yes.
And when you reset, how far did you reset? Like, what was the furthest you would say you went back when you reset?
What does this have to do with objective reality?
To understand the beginning. Like,
how do you understand the beginning?
By resetting and all over.
Okay, I understand the beginning through physics.
How did you find out about physics, Donald? Through someone else. Again, you making it seem like you found yourself.
No.
How did you find out the word physics?
I would like to answer that question, but you have to stop talking. So I found out about physics by experimentation. I went out and experimented.
What's the first experiment you did, Donald?
The first experiment I did, I mean, that's kind of a weird question. Okay, are you talking about like a formal science experiment or just like I experimented something?
Experiments are experiments.
No, that's not true.
It is. If you're experimenting with the world,
there is a difference between a scientific experiment and just me going out and experimenting with stuff. Like if I have a pile of gunpowder and say I have a prediction that if I light this gunpowder on fire, it'll explode. That's not an experiment.
It is an experiment.
No, it's not, because it's not making a novel prediction. We already know that gunpowder explodes.
No, not everyone does.
Yeah, well, okay, but I can teach somebody, but that's not... We already know that. So it's not an experiment.
It's you, Donald. Not everyone knows it.
If you had not interrupted me in the beginning, you would be less confused now.
No, I'm telling you to go back to the beginning.
If you had just let me finish my sentence, you would not be confused now.
Go ahead, finish, Donald.
No, you're confused now, so the beginning of my sentence has no meaning.
I just told you that. I said, what was the first experiment you did? You said, experiments are different. I said, everything that you do is an experiment.
That's not what I said. That's not at all what I said. So, okay, from now on, while you and I are talking, if you say that I said something, make sure that I actually said it. Otherwise, just don't say that I said it, and say that my understanding of what you said is completely different from Donald you said. Do you agree?
I'll do that, Donald.
Okay.
So I asked you, I said, what type of experiment? You said, well, that's a weird question. And you said, it's like...
No, you asked what was my first experiment.
And you said, that's a weird question.
Yes.
And I said, how is that a weird question?
Because are you talking about like my first formal experiment, or just like fucking with shit?
I said experiment is an experiment. What was your first experiment?
No, they're not. I'm asking, are you talking about scientific experiment or not scientific experiment?
I said, what is your first experiment?
Okay, are you talking about scientific experiment or not scientific experiment?
What's a not scientific experiment?
Flint napping is a not scientific experiment.
That's not scientific?
I think it's science, but it's a not scientific experiment.
Everything we do, Donald, is science.
You are wrong.
So, you're saying everything that we do is not science when you're figuring things out?
So I'm going to go away now, and when you want to have an honest conversation, we'll do that.
Why do you want to make things very difficult, Donald, when everything is very simple? You want to use all the words in the world, and where you don't even have to use all the words in the world. You could just use the basic words and get understanding out. This is why people make God very difficult. It's like, that's why when I go to rooms that say, convince me that there's God, it's like people don't want to be convinced. People just want to argue. People just want to feel smart. People want to feel accepted. But that's not going to let them know who God is, because God is what brings everything together. That one mind that someone has does not bring no one together. It doesn't even keep themselves together. They're still lost. They're still in misery. Because they still don't know God. So when you know God, you'll be put together again, and everything will be okay. You'll be in peace.
Donald, this is God speaking.
He has to be able to put you in his hands in order to understand that.
Image, this is God speaking. I wasn't speaking to you.
Appreciate you coming in, Austin.
Austin,
it's God. This is God. This is not Austin.
God,
do not be confused by my current appearance.
God, thank you for coming to my room.
I've come to tell you that I don't really exist, and you do good work.
I agree.
God out.
Amazing. That's just amazing. God came to my room to tell me God doesn't exist. And I agree with God.
It's so awesome that, you can...
Hey guys, I just blacked out for a minute, but it was the weirdest thing. Anyway, what's going on?
Welcome, Austin. Thank you for coming to my room.
It's always a crazy thing where, people enjoy, like, illusions just to make them feel a little bit better.
Oh my goodness, so is there a way for you... Hang on, so is there a way for you to demonstrate...
I can never finish.
Is there... I was in the middle of a sentence. Is there a way for you to demonstrate the thing that you believe in?
I demonstrate it to you every single time I come in the room.
You haven't done that. If you had, I'd be a theist.
Because you don't understand it, Donald.
No, if you had... If you had, I would be a theist.
No, because you still don't understand it. You don't want to.
No, if you had demonstrated God, I would be a theist.
Donald, if you really wanted to learn something, you would not talk. If someone...
No, that's not the way you learn.
I don't think that language... Hold on, Donald. Donald, I don't think that language, I don't think language is well suited to really demonstrate or to communicate belief. So, he may just lack the language.
So, this is why I'm telling him, Austin. If you wanted to learn how to cook, for example, and someone said...
You would have to believe in cooking.
Yeah, you have to believe.
Now, what if you believed in cooking but had nothing to cook? How would you prove you could cook?
I'm a cook, actually. I'm a cook.
Yeah, if you believed in cooking but had nothing to cook and nothing to cook with, how would you prove to me you could cook?
I could not.
You would have to have faith that I can cook.
Right. But you couldn't prove it. You could have faith in it. You know it can happen. For you, you know it can happen, right? We're the morons. But you couldn't prove it.
But if you did not believe me and you realized that I was able to cook, would you...
But how do I realize that without... Dude, I'm not... Your story is silly to me, right? This cooking thing is absurd. There's nothing to cook with, and there's nothing to cook.
There's not even an oven.
Right, there's nothing to cook with and nothing to cook. How are you going to prove to me you can cook? You're not. You're just going to tell me all about the deliciousness that you get from cooking. And I'm going to be like, dude, this sounds great, but it also sounds absurd. Like, show me something that you've cooked or cook something for me. And you'd be like, but I can't because I have nothing to cook and nothing to cook with.
You just have to believe me. It's my book and my feelings, and but I have faith. I got the faith of God.
Now, I'm not saying you're right. You can cook, dude. You're like in the real world, you can cook. But in this scenario, do you understand the disbelief? Like, we're like, dude, great. This cooking thing sounds awesome. But, like, prove it because, like, we're hungry.
Do that for God.
When it comes down to God is, if you had another ode to that God.
Right, cook me one God-shaped cookie with nothing to cook and nothing to cook with.
And no other,
if you got a God-shaped
okay, go ahead.
If you got a God-shaped cookie, you would enjoy it. That's all it would be.
But we don't have one because there's nothing to cook and nothing to cook with.
I don't have a cookie sheet. I don't have an oven. I don't have a rack. I don't have a kitchen. I don't have a house for the kitchen to be in. I don't have...
All we have is language to express ideas. Right? We don't have any other things. Like, cooking could exist. But like, we're hungry. So prove to me that you can cook.
So listen, do you think if you was striving to really learn something, do you think
I want to learn how to cook, motherfucker? It sounds amazing.
Most definitely. So if you was being if someone came up to you and said, man, I really want to learn how to cook, and they said, I know how to cook, and then they said, and you like, for real? Are you gonna like start like,
no. You don't understand. I've never seen anything cooked. I've never seen anything
ever in my life.
With.
Never seen anything cooked.
Zero evidence for cooking being like a thing. I'm a caveman with zero cooking potential or experience. Prove to me about this cooking and make me part of your like enlightened tribe.
That's a great thing, because you said
it's a great thing.
You being a caveman.
I agree.
Listen. You being a caveman.
Proves your God. I agree.
You being a caveman.
I'm not even just a caveman. I'm a dumb caveman.
I'm an idiot.
So you being a dumb caveman, and I'm trying to bring you to a place outside of what you outside of where you're at.
So Dante's Cave is what you're going with. You're going with Dante's Cave. In this situation, Dante's Cave is like the worst position you could hold.
I'm nothing to cook and nothing to cook with.
The cave.
Like, it doesn't matter where I go with you. You have nothing to cook and nothing to cook with. I'm still hungry. I'm a dumb caveman. Like, prove to me this cooking thing is real. What do you got?
Go.
You would just want me to bring
image. There's no answer. Like, you can't. Like, it's a non-starter.
No. It's the fact that again, you're not looking for a way out. You're saying
I am. You're saying there's a way, and I'm like, I didn't think of that.
Austin, you see how y'all continue to stop me? I said you're saying that you are a caveman that wants to learn how to cook, and I say
no. What I said is, you talk about this cooking thing. I know nothing about it. I've never seen it. I know nothing about it. You have this knowledge about it. I don't. And yet we do not have anything to cook or anything to cook with on Earth, right?
Worse than that, we don't even know that there's a category known as cooking. We don't even know that much.
Again, Austin, you see how you're trapping Donald right now? Because you're saying you don't know about cooking, but he's continued to put about God. So how can you say he don't know about this type of stuff?
Dude, in this analogy, God is the omelet.
No, he's still saying he wants to learn about it though. So if he wants to learn about something, he's going to follow the one that he knows.
I don't want to learn about anything. I want to eat. And you're talking about like making deliciousness.
Now,
so like feed me.
If someone tells you, "Hey, follow me. I know where they're making the mat." Are you going to follow or not?
I'll follow you. So where do we go, and how do we see the cooking and the stuff that we can't?
I have to walk with them to the place in order to.
But there is nothing to cook with, and we have nothing to cook.
On that you've been in the cave for so long, you missed out.
Come out of the cave.
No oven,
even out of the cave, there's nothing to cook with, and there's nothing to cook.
To you that
Image, you're not understanding the exam. You're not understanding the principles of this conundrum I presented.
I think he might not be capable of having this conversation. It might be possible that he's not capable of having this conversation.
No, it's just that you're not capable of being patient and letting someone finish talking.
Oh my God.
I totally am. But if you could tell me when you have nothing to cook and nothing to cook with in the universe that you can bring me somewhere that I can cook and learn about cooking, I will be impressed. What do you got?
Go.
Now you're changing the subject that I gave you.
Oh my God!
How did I change that?
Because I said if you was wanting to learn how to cook,
what's wrong with you?
And you was like, man,
you have fucking issues. You understand that? We asked you a simple question.
Are you saying that like I could learn how to cook if I go to the place where people cook things?
Donald, do you think if it was a whole bunch of Donalds in this world, the world would be safe? No, they'll be crazy, Donald.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
That you were asked I think that you were asked a simple question and you ignored it.
I'm the one that asked the question.
No, you were not the person who asked the question.
I was.
Sorry, buddy, you're wrong. Just because you say a thing does not make you right. You're wrong.
This is the problem, Donald. This is why.
Yeah, the problem is that you think that just because you have God on your side, that everything you say is fucking fact. That's wrong.
Donald, it's just because you don't know God.
No,
but here, how are you going to tell me God about the omelet?
No,
how am I going to know the omelet if there's nothing to cook and nothing to cook with?
Donald, you don't want to know God. You rather be ignorant. And
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You make the same title every single time.
Stop doing that.
Are you not annoyed of yourself?
Stop doing that.
Like you gotta.
What I'm going to do is allow you to retract the last 30 seconds of your speech, because the last 30 seconds of you speaking has been a complete dick. So I'm going to allow you to retract that and start over 30 seconds ago before you became a dick.
Got you, Donald. You made this room like definitely over 30 times with the same title, and you got nowhere.
Not 30 times. Not 30 times. I've been here for 2.5 years, every single day almost, except for the last year.
And you keep putting the same title. Convince me God exists. Convince me what is God. This is what you always put.
Hey, wait. I can contradict what you're saying just by you reading the title now.
Again, you're continuing to ask the same question.
Read the title of the room.
What is God?
Not convince me God exists anymore. I changed that, right?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's completely different. What I said before was a statement. This is a question. Those are two different things. You're a fucking moron.
It's the same thing.
No, it is not the same thing. A statement. Stop. A statement is not the same as a question.
You're so...
Unless you put a question mark at the end of it.
You're so programmed.
Then it's no longer a statement.
No matter if you put a statement, exclamation mark, when your titles are up, you react the same way because you are ignorant to God.
Okay. So, would you mind elucidating me to my ignorance?
Yes, God is love.
Love is a feeling. Is God?
There you go. Who taught you that, Dom? Who taught you that?
Who told me that? Neuroscience.
I said, who taught you that?
No one taught me that.
You learned that from humans, Donald.
No, I didn't.
You learned everything you learned from humans. You did not just say...
Okay. So did you learn about God from humans?
No, I did not.
Where did you learn about God?
By experiencing the world, Donald.
Are you a human?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so did you learn about God from human experience?
I did not learn from by humans. No, I didn't.
You're a human, right? You're a human, right?
That's correct.
And you learned about God from your experience.
Experience. That is correct.
Okay, so you learned about God from your human experience.
Yes, from my human experience.
So you just contradicted the last thing you said.
What did I say?
You said you did not learn about God from human experience.
No, I did not say that.
Okay. So how do you learn from God?
By walking in this world and understanding what you are seeing and bringing all information that you have into thought and saying and trying to get understanding of everything. That's how.
So all of those things are experience, and you're human. So all of those things are human experience. You're just contradicting everything that you're saying.
I said you learn from humans. You learn from humans.
Yes. So did you about God. You learned from humans about God.
No, I did not.
Okay, so how did you learn about God?
From experience.
And whose experience?
My experience.
And are you a human?
Yes.
So you learned about God from human experience?
I did not learn from humans, Donald.
So you did not learn from yourself?
I did not learn from humans.
But you did not learn from yourself?
I learned from experience, Donald.
But was that your experience?
Yes, this is my experience.
And are you a human?
Yes.
So you learn from human experience?
And actually, let me.
Wait, did you or did you not learn from human experience?
Yes, from life.
Yes, you learned from human experience, which contradicts the last thing that you said when you said that you did not learn about God from human experience, except that you did. Except that you did. Except that.
Are you listening, Donald?
Shut up!
No, I said.
Shut
I did not listen
up!
to humans.
Shut up!
You're trying to lie, Donald.
Shut up! Except that you did learn about God through human experience because you learned.
I said not from humans.
Shut up! Because you learned about God through your experience, and you're a human. So you did learn about God through human experience.
But you learned what you know through actual humans without experience, Donald.
Like, so you learned the what word. I don't do is talk to people who contradict themselves.
Donald, you don't even listen. You only want to hear what you want to hear. That's the sad thing about it, is the fact that from you always, like I said, from you always making these same rooms over and over and still illiterate about God, like still ignorant of God. It shows that you make these rooms to stay ignorant and to think that you're smart, but you're not getting nowhere at all. And it's like you think you're making a fool out of people when they come and talk to you about God, but you're really making a fool of yourself, because everyone would still see that you have gotten nowhere, Donald. And you can get somewhere if you just change your ego and become more humble. You lack humility. And from you lacking humility, it's what's making you move off a straight ego. It would make you continue to fall over and over and over and over again because you are unwilling to listen. You just have to learn to listen, Donald. You could get a lot further if you are willing to listen to people that know things that you do not know. It is that you feel like you know everything, but you know nothing at all. That's why you don't know God. And when you know God, you'll know everything.
Please demonstrate I know nothing.
Just the conversation we're having. You know nothing.
So you can't demonstrate that I know nothing.
You show it, Donald. You demonstrate it yourself. Just by putting this title.
I mean, you demonstrate that I know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Because when you know God, you know everything.
Well, I mean, can I speak languages if I know nothing?
You can speak languages and still know nothing.
Amazing.
People read that full Bible and still know nothing at all. They're still lost. And they read that book 20 times. And they still know nothing at all.
Can you please define know?
Knowledge. A truth.
A proof?
Knowledge of truth is to know.
Oh, knowledge of truth. So, can you define knowledge?
You said, can I define knowledge?
Yeah.
It's something that you acquire through action or through ability.
So, do you acquire revelation?
You can acquire revelation as well.
You do acquire revelation. So, can you define revelation then?
Yes. Like a picture being shown, an illustration now being seen.
So, something that is given to you
is an understanding
of something that was given to you.
Yeah. The understanding.
Okay. So, can you define acquire, please?
To achieve, to get.
No. To go out and get.
I said to achieve, to get. What do you
said
to go
not
out.
To achieve and get. No. To go out and if you don't... No. To go out and get.
Donald, do you hear yourself?
Yes.
Do you think you sound smart?
Do you understand that you are contradicting yourself right now?
You said, what is acquire? I said to get. You said to get something outside of you. But
No, that's not what I said.
You said
to go
outside.
out. No, stop. That's not what I said. To go out and get.
Oh my! Like,
That's
did y'all hear
all I
him?
said.
And he thinks this sounds smart, and I said to get. He said no, to go out and get, and I said to get.
It's
How do
very
you get something
different.
if you
It's
don't
a
go out?
very different sentence.
How do you get something if you don't go outside of yourself, Donald?
Well, I mean, I can get something inside of myself very easily.
How can you get something inside of yourself?
I can get emotional satisfaction inside of myself.
You said you can get emotional satisfaction inside of yourself?
Yes.
By doing something outside of yourself?
No.
By what?
By having dopamine.
But you gotta get something outside of yourself?
No, it's completely inside.
So you said having dopamine. So by having... Hold up. Let me see real quick.
Google AIG for me.
It says, what does dopamine gives you feelings of pleasure, which means it's something. What triggers the release of dopamine? Sex, shopping, smelling cookies, baking. So it's something outside of you that triggered dopamine.
Not necessarily, no.
Let's see. What are signs of low dopamine?
Wait, stop. So dopamine can be internally triggered without any outside sources.
How can you even have dopamine without breath, Donald?
Without breath?
Without breathing.
Well, you can't.
So you need something outside of you, still.
You need to breathe to survive.
That's something outside of you.
To survive, you need to breathe. Can you have a feeling if you don't survive?
Well, I'm telling you.
No. It's a yes or no thing. Can you have a feeling if you don't survive?
Can you have a feeling if you do not survive? No, you're not.
No, you can't. So what you're saying is fucking nonsense.
No, I'm just telling you. You need something else.
No. Feelings only exist inside of extant beings. That's fucking nonsense.
But I'm reading you with dopamine. What they said about dopamine.
I don't care. What you're saying right now is fucking nonsense.
This is on Google.
I don't care about Google.
You just said you could. Oh, okay, you just said something outside of you. You need something outside of you.
I actually said the exact opposite. No, you do not.
You do, Donald. You don't want to admit it.
I mean, demonstrate that. Demonstrate that. Demonstrate that to be true.
It literally says sex, shopping, smelling cookies, all that stuff.
Okay.
That's
But is it possible for your brain to produce dopamine?
Without what? Now I gotta let me look that up because these are just.
It's a yes or no thing. Is it possible for your brain to produce dopamine?
Your brain release dopamine. Yes, your brain releases dopamine.
Yes, it does. That's feelings. Dopamine equals feelings.
Oh, okay. So, Donald, like, you know that, okay, the brain releases dopamine, but how does that get people salvation in this world?
What do I need salvation from?
From being lost.
I'm not lost, so I don't need salvation.
Do you think if you went up to someone and said, "Hey, do you know dopamine comes out of your brain? You get your brain produces dopamine?" You think they'll be like, "Oh wow, that's so cool! Oh my gosh!" But no, that's not going to do nothing at all, Donald.
Well, no, you're wrong. That's exactly what I did when I found it out.
And you said I'm going to go to everyone and tell everybody that their brain.
Yeah. That's why I'm here now. That's what I'm doing now. I'm telling you that your brain produces dopamine, and that's what makes you feel good.
And I don't see how that will help me get salvation in this world.
What do you need salvation from?
Darkness, Donald. Everyone.
So you need You need salvation from the lack of photons?
No, from.
Okay, so what do you need salvation from?
From ignorance.
I mean, I've been trying to do that for hours with you, and you don't seem to be receptive to it. So, what do you need salvation from?
From ignorance of people that don't know God.
No. What do you need salvation from?
From ignorance, Donald.
I've been trying to do that all night, and you seem to be unreceptive. So what is it that you need salvation from?
From ignorance of love,
Stop
Donald.
saying ignorance. What other than ignorance do you need salvation from? Because I've been trying to cleanse you of ignorance all night long, and you don't seem receptive to it. You don't seem to want salvation from ignorance. So what is the thing that I need salvation from?
Love, Donald.
I need salvation from love.
No one can give
I need salvation from feelings. You're going to feelings. So love is a feeling.
No, love is bigger than a feeling.
No, love is a feeling.
Says who, Donald?
Neuroscience.
See? You go to someone else. You just said it.
Yeah, I am not the all-knowing anything. So yeah,
that person is
you need to stop talking while I'm talking. So I'm going to go to people who've been studying this shit their entire lives. Yes, I will always go to people who have been studying these things their entire lives.
They are your God. You know that,
right?
No,
they are human beings who have been studying shit their entire lives.
They are the one. God is the one that is above you. So if they are above you,
you have to demonstrate God.
The one that creates everything. The one that
nothing's ever been created.
They formed the words for you.
Nothing has ever been created.
You said nothing has ever been created. What is created to you, Donald?
Bringing something into existence.
Bringing something to existence. So you don't go by the definition created?
That's the definition of created.
Created.
Creation. Right. It's the definition of creation.
So let's see. It says, so you said nothing has been brought into existence.
Yes, nothing has ever been brought into existence.
And are you God to be able to say that?
I don't have to be, because God doesn't exist.
No, I'm saying, are you the one that made this world in order to say that?
I don't have to have made something to understand that thing. I can fix my car without having built my car from scratch.
I'm saying, who gave you the authority to say that, you a God?
I'm not arguing from authority. That's fallacious. I don't do that.
So that means your what you said was ignorant.
No, it was not ignorant. It was just not an argument from authority.
Which means you are a he say she say person. So if someone listens to you and
I'm not doing that. That's not what's happening here.
I'm saying if someone asks you, Donald, if a child came out to you and said, "Hey, I created this," and you said nothing in this world was ever created, and they listen to you, that means they're listening to he say she say.
I would have a different definition of creation than that child, and I don't have childish definitions of things, you fucking prick.
You got all these are childish definitions, Donald.
I do not, you fucking prick. I do not have childish definitions, you fucking prick.
Those words that you know, Donald, they mean nothing. Is what I'm telling you.
You are wrong.
They mean so much to you, Donald.
You are just wrong.
Donald, if you brought all your knowledge with all these little words that you have in your little package, and you brought them to China or something, they will just look at you like a fool, and you will feel so smart talking to them.
I don't care.
Because you only care about yourself.
No,
that's why you don't know
what
God.
What you're saying is nonsense.
Donald, you only worry about yourself.
What you're saying is complete utter nonsense.
Donald, until you let go of this high horse you're on, you will never be able to learn anything else.
I am not on a high horse, you fucking prick.
You are, Donald. Every time someone speaks...
Stop saying that you know me better than I know me. Stop doing that. You do not know me better than I know me.
Donald, I know that you lack love.
Fuck off, you piece of shit.
And that's why I'm showing it to you every single time, so you can know that I have love within me.
Where do you ground your love?
You said, where do I ground it?
Where do you ground your love?
When you say grounded, like, what do you mean? Explain.
No.
So, if I was to basically try to make out what you said, like, how do I, like, bring my foundation of love? Like, what?
No, I said your love.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are the one that has to define the love, not me. I cannot define your love.
Okay, so I'll tell you what love is. Love is respect, forgiveness, and understanding.
I did not ask what love is. I asked.
I'm telling you the definition right now, Donald.
I understand your definition of love.
What's my definition?
All the things you just said.
What did I just say?
What I asked was, where do you ground your definition of love?
Experience of life.
So you're making shit up. Got it.
No. I speak to everyone, Donald. I go around the world and I've spoken to everyone. So when it comes down to
spoken to 8.5 billion humans.
Donald, it's not that much humans that have anything.
There's not 8.5 billion humans on the planet right now.
You didn't let me finish. I said that have anything new going on in this world.
No, every single one of them has something new going on. You are wrong.
Donald, only thing that makes it different.
You are wrong.
Donald, listen. Only thing that makes it different in this world is our bodies, which is our outer bodies.
Are wrong.
Let me finish, Donald.
I don't know. I don't have to let you finish. Don't tell me to let you finish saying something that is wrong. You are wrong, and no, I do not have to let you finish saying something that is wrong. I don't care what you say. As long as it is not wrong, what you're saying now is wrong, and I do not have to let you finish saying it.
All right, Donald, what did I say was wrong?
Your definition of love is wrong.
How can you say it's wrong unless you are the authority, Donald?
I don't have to be an authority.
You're not God,
don't stop. You asked me a question, let me answer it. I don't have to be an authority to tell you that your definition is fucking wrong.
You have to, yes.
No, I don't.
You have to be the maker of the word love.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You are wrong.
See, you think you're God.
No, I don't have to be God to tell you that you are wrong.
Yes, you do, Donald. If you don't know God,
no, I don't have to be. No, I do not have to be God to say that another human being is wrong. I can say that any human being on the face of the planet is wrong at any time without ever invoking God ever, and that's just fucking a fact.
So again, if you're saying that someone is wrong, that means you can say who is right.
Yes.
Which means you are worshiping somebody already.
No!
Yes,
what
you
the
do. You're
fuck?
worshiping somebody.
No, just because I say someone is wrong or someone is right does not
mean that's who you worship.
You need to shut the fuck up. Just because I say somebody is right or wrong does not mean that I'm worshiping anything at all.
Hmm? You worship that person. Who are you saying is right about love?
Worship.
Who is right about love, Donald? You said I'm wrong about love, so who's right? Who are you worshiping?
You said that love is not physical.
You said, when did I even say that out of my mouth? I never said nothing about physical in my mouth.
So, is love physical?
Love is everything.
But is love physical?
You can see love through a physical body.
It's a yes or no question, so yes or no, is love physical?
You can see it through physical things.
Yes or no, is love physical?
It's everything, Donald. It's physical, is everything.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Love is physical. Can you demonstrate that love is anything other than physical?
Yes.
How?
Food. Like while food is being cooked. It's an action.
Food
it's
is
something
physical. Cooking is physical. These are all physical
and
things.
it has to be made through love.
So what I want you to do is demonstrate that love is something other than physical.
It's something that cannot be seen at the same time, Donna. What do you mean? Like, what are you asking?
I don't have to see it for it to be. Stop.
No, I'm trying to get.
Stop.
Trying to say right.
Stop.
You saying explain to you?
Stop.
But
stop. Stop. I do not have to see something for it to be physical. There are physical things I cannot see.
All right, Donald. What is physical that you cannot see?
Photons.
You can't see photons?
I can't see all photons. Like,
can you
like your, what is it? Not the Wi-Fi, but the other thing, the Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is photons, but you can't see them.
Okay. That's cool. You know, I don't think one of the things I'm really interested in seeing is Bluetooth photons, but definitely appreciate you letting me know.
Do you think that Bluetooth is physical?
It's something that it's
a yes or no thing. Is Bluetooth? It's a yes or no thing. Is Bluetooth physical or is Bluetooth not physical?
It attaches to physical things, so I
it's a physical. Yes or no thing. Is Bluetooth physical? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Is. You cannot see Bluetooth, therefore you can physical. Not all physical things can be seen.
I can see Bluetooth.
How?
When I connect my phone.
Okay, I see the but Bluetooth. Can you see them?
I see Bluetooth.
Okay.
Just like I said,
define C. Define C.
Like I see it in connection.
But define C.
Me seeing is me knowing that it's connected. It's a knowing.
You use the word you're defining in the definition. Don't do that. So without using the word see, please define the word see.
Knowing and understanding.
Knowing and understanding is the word see. So whenever I use the word see, I mean photons hitting my retina.
All these, like I said, all these scientific words. This is what I talk about, Donald.
How is any? Oh my God!
This is what I'm talking. Look, listen, Donald.
This you're not gonna demonstrates. Hang on. Hang on. This just demonstrates the ignorance of Christians or theists. I don't know if you're a Christian. I'm sorry. Donald, this just demonstrates the ignorance of theists.
All right, Donald, like I said, the thing about a lot of atheists, they use all these words to make them feel smart, just to make them feel good about themselves.
Well, but that's not what happened here. That's not what happened here. Stop. That's not what happened here. I used very simple words to describe very simple things, and you did not understand them, making you a very simple person.
Donald, do you know? You ever heard a simple mind? Well, I say it like this: a rich mind would simplify, what a broke mind will complicate. You complicate everything. Your mind is broken, Donald. So it's just the fact that everything is very simple.
Demonstrate that my mind is broken. Demonstrate that my mind is broken.
You still don't know God.
Well, demonstrate that my mind is broken.
You don't know God.
God has nothing to do with whether or not my mind is broken. Please demonstrate that my mind is broken.
Because God will fix your mind.
God has nothing to do with whether or not my mind is broken. Please demonstrate that my mind is broken.
The fact that you still do not understand what you are doing wrong.
What am I doing wrong?
Not willing to submit on understanding what God is, but you continue to put these titles up and to try to fight people in the room that say that they don't know God because you don't want to know God. So you continue to put these titles up.
Demonstrate I do not want to know God, please.
That you had this same title up, these same titles up, like talking about God. You're always talking about God, like all the time, but haven't got nowhere. You're still the same person that still try to reject God every time God comes to you.
So I've spent 3 years trying to figure out whether or not God exists, but I'm not trying to figure out whether or not God exists.
Is that because if you was truly trying to figure out, Donald, you would not be talking the way you do still. Like you would be in the rooms in Bible studies and everything like that to try to understand people's perspective. But I've done that. When's the last time you did that, Donald?
Yes, today. About 5 hours ago.
Which room?
Which room? Chat about God and learn about God on Politic Discord.
You said on Politic Discord?
Yeah, I was there for about 3 hours. I was there for about 3 hours in the Learn About God room.
And what did you learn?
That God is imaginary.
You said, well, that's what they said?
No, that's what I learned.
Like, what verses did y'all read? What were you reading?
What makes you think that God only exists in verses?
No, I'm saying what verses did y'all read?
So can God exist without verses?
I'm just asking a question right now, Donald. Before you shut the subject.
I'm responding to your question. Can God exist without verses?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what verses.
No, I'm saying, what was y'all reading though?
Doesn't matter.
Like you said that you was in a room for 3 hours and you did not take nothing out the room, like the verses that y'all read or nothing like that.
No, I said I did take something out of the room. So you're saying the opposite of what I said.
You said you took that God is imaginary.
Yes, that's what I took out of the room. So I took that out of the room, which is the opposite of what you said.
I said you said you was in there for 3 hours
3 hours.
Would you learn?
I mean, that's just today. I go there almost every day.
Do you go there to learn, or do you go there to like basically, like, what are you going there for? Like, what is your purpose to go in there?
Learn about God.
And this is the only room that you go in to learn about God.
No, I go on many different rooms on Discord to learn about God. I go into every single Christian room on both of the Discords. The politics and politics religion. I go into every single one of them. You know what happens? I speak up and they mute me.
Because they don't have the love of God in them either. So it's like,
no true Christian fallacy. Got it.
They don't. You think these, just because I say you don't know God, you think I'm going to say all the others know God?
What makes me think that you know God?
Many people are just reading the same book.
How do you know God? How do you know?
Because of experience. Okay, I don't go off of I don't. It's a verse, right? This verse right here. This is in Isaiah.
No, stop! I don't want Bible in my room. No Bible.
No, it's only one verse.
No, I'm not going. No.
It's not even
no Bible in my room. No Bible in my room.
Got you. But it was I'm not going to say the verse, but in summary, it was basically saying that
no Bible in my room. I don't care if you summarize it or read it. No Bible in my room.
Okay. So instead of saying it, because it's everything that I'm saying is already in there, but
you know what you can do? You can just ignore the Bible. That's all you have to do.
I got you. So the thing is, we are like growing up. People feel as though they're in a safe place because the ones that are teaching them is their parents. So they feel like they are learning.
My parents never made me feel safe.
I know your story.
So this is kind of a useless argument, right?
No.
You're trying to say that because parents make you feel safe, something about God, but my parents never made me feel safe. So you cannot derive God from that.
So what I'm telling you is people that are born in this world, the first place that they find safe is the home with their parents, and they might not be safe.
Satan does not exist.
I didn't say nothing about Satan.
It sounded like you said Satan. My apologies.
So I said they look for a place that is safe. So in that place might not be safe. That might be the place that they might be living. They might be.
So how does this demonstrate God?
Because God is love.
Love is a feeling.
So did you get that feeling of love the whole time when you was growing up, Donald?
What does that matter? If God exists, my feelings about it would be irrelevant.
So if you had that love since you were born, that good love where it did not put you in fear of anything but took care of you to the point where you was able to walk in this world and understand everybody that was around you and understand why they were so miserable inside of this world. That's when you are now understanding love, for real.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what are your feelings about gravity?
I'm not sure that's, I don't really go into that type of stuff, but
what about does gravity exist?
Based off of what I hear gravity is, yes, I guess.
Okay. So if I believed with everything that I had that gravity did not exist, could I float?
You said if you believe that gravity did not exist, would you float?
That's what I asked.
No, you would not float.
Okay. So if I believed with all of my heart that God existed What would I be able to change?
Everyone that you are around. When it comes down to the rooms that you make, because you are
okay. So if I did not believe in God, what would change?
Nothing. You'd be stuck.
Nothing
stuck in
would change if I didn't believe in God. I got it. Thank you. Excellent. That's amazing. I'm glad I'm broadcasting this on YouTube Live. Nothing would change. Believing in God and not believing in God makes nothing change. I agree.
No, I just told you something would change, though.
But except you just told me nothing would change.
I said nothing would change for you if you do not believe in God, because you still are the same.
Yes, nothing would change. I agree. Nothing would change.
And are you comfortable with who you are?
Yes.
Hey, so be it. So, like I said, if you're comfortable in your state, I don't know why you're looking for God then.
Well, because I am very interested in what the facts are. If God is a fact, I would like to understand that fact.
That God makes everything make sense. Makes everything, like, it will make you into a better person.
Well, except that I can accurately describe everything in the universe without any God variable at all. So what makes God?
Can you explain why there's war and everything like that going on and stuff like that? Why is that?
Well, because people are awful human beings.
Why is that?
Because people are awful human beings.
Why are people awful, though, Donald?
Well, okay, so you ask a question, I give you the answer to the question, and then you ask for the answer to the answer. Why do you ask for the answer to the answer?
To go deeper, because we can break everything down.
There's not a deeper to every question.
I can tell you why people are awful, Donald, because they lack love.
No, you can't.
They lack love, Donald.
No, people do not lack love. That's a nonsense statement.
They do. That's why people are the way that they are.
They do not. And if you're going to try to use, like, people don't love as an argument for God, all you're going to do is demonstrate that your God doesn't exist.
No, I'm telling you that love exists, but it's just that people either lack it or they are striving to get to it, or it's like
so
people.
Let's go with love exists. So love exists, therefore
there's only one right love, one right way to love, though.
Wait, there's only one right way to love? What is the right way to love?
It's a pure love. It's a love that you have to have within yourself.
What is the right way to love?
To be 100% forgiving.
What is the right way to love?
It's a 100% forgiving type of love.
What is the right way to love?
I just told you to
what is
forgive
love? 100%. So define love.
Respect, forgiveness, and understanding. So when I say I love you, I'm saying that I respect you, I forgive you, and I understand you. But I do understand that not everyone grows up to be respected, not everyone grows up to be forgiven, not everyone grows up to be understood. So they project the love that they were given on other people. So you have people that would say things like, yeah, I know I might be disrespectful, but yeah, I do love. Oh, I know I hold grudges, but yeah, I do love. Oh, I know I don't listen to nobody, but I do love. But love always respects, love always forgives, and love always understands. But you can't forgive someone.
Does God forget?
No.
Does God understand?
Yes.
Does the other, you gave like 3 other definitions. So does God
do those? So I said you can't forgive unless you're willing to understand, and you can't understand unless you're willing to respect.
What the fuck? No. Oh my God. Okay. What you have to do is stop saying you do these things. What you have to start saying is that, in my opinion of, or I can't. But what you have to stop doing is telling me what I can or cannot do by saying you cannot or cannot do these things. You have to stop saying that. If you want to say that you yourself personally cannot experience love without the belief in a God thing, that's fine. But do not tell me what I can or cannot do because of a God thing. Don't do that.
We're talking about love here, Donald. We're not talking
Yes,
about.
that's what we're talking about is love.
Yeah.
You don't have the capability to love without accepting that some sort of God thing exists. But I can love without God. I don't require God for love. That's a you thing. Keep it to yourself.
Again, so do you feel as though if people follow you, the love that you provide to people, Donald, do you think they will get life in this world? Do you feel as though they'll be safe? Do you think they'll feel safe if they were loved by you?
I don't think I know what you're saying. What are you saying?
If they was like filled with the love of Donald, the love that you have, the love that you walk around with, the love that you show on this app.
Oh my God, just say the thing. You've repeated yourself 5 times. Don't repeat.
The love that you show on this app, do you think that people would feel safe in it?
I don't know what that means. I really have no idea what you're saying.
If you had a community of people, Donald, do you think they'll be safe under you ruling them?
I don't know what you mean. It's not my responsibility to keep anybody else safe unless it's my fucking child. I don't have any. So I don't have to keep anybody safe. That doesn't make sense.
So you'll understand soon, like, well, that's if you want to understand that everyone is God's child, for real.
No, I don't understand that God exists. If God does not exist, he cannot have children, and everybody cannot be their children.
Donald, they got you when you were born. The goal is for them to make you lose your identity.
Okay,
like
demonstrate that God exists.
I do every single time I come in, Donald.
You have never once done that.
Do I not show you love, Donald?
Love is not God. Love is a feeling.
God is love, Donald.
God is feeling. God is imaginary.
God is feelings imaginary, Donald?
Yes, feelings are imaginary.
Love controls all those feelings, Donald.
Love doesn't control. I don't know what you mean by that. That's a nonsense statement. What the fuck are you saying that love control? I don't. If love controls, then it's not love because controlling is not loving. That's an internal contradiction, which means it does not exist. What you're saying is fucking irrational.
So when you think of controlling, like I said, it goes through a mind that is corrupted. Controlling with a good person is always good.
What the fuck do you mean by corruption? What is corruption?
Only thing that could corrupt anything in this world is a corrupted mind.
Just give me the definition of corruption.
It's a mind that has been poisoned. As a place that has been like things have been put aside.
Poisoned by what?
Say it again.
Poisoned by what?
Words, understanding from other people, from the world.
Are you saying that words are poison?
Yes, if you do not understand them.
Dude, okay, no. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Donald, I'm not a surface level thinker.
No, stop talking. I want you to answer my question. I asked you a question. Answer my question.
You said, what's wrong with me?
Yes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm free, Donald.
You are not free.
You're not free, Donald. You still don't know who you are.
Do not tell me what I am or what I am not. Do not tell me that.
You told me I'm not free.
Because you've demonstrated that you're not free.
How can you be a hypocrite like that? You can tell me I'm not free.
You've demonstrated yourself that you are not free.
Donald, what does free look like to you?
Free looks like I can think about whatever I want, I can believe whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about dogma or books or anything.
You're still believing in science, Donald.
No, I never mentioned science once. You're an asshole.
You did.
I never mentioned science once. You're an asshole.
Donald, I just told you.
I never mentioned science once.
When I told you you worship, I told you worship it.
I do not worship.
You worship what you follow.
I do not worship.
What is worship to you, Donald?
Worship is giving, like, yourself to a thing.
Mm-hmm. You give it to the word that you. So you feel like now that the way that you speak, you feel like you are correct in the way that you speak. You worship the way you speak.
I do not worship.
You worship. Donald, it's just a high respect.
I do not worship. Stop saying that. I do not worship. If you continue to say that I worship, I'm just going to stop talking to you.
I got you. So you honor things that could get taken away from you.
No.
Yes.
I don't honor. I don't know what you mean by honor. What do you mean? What do you mean when you say I honor?
Appreciate.
I appreciate things, sure, but if they get taken away from me, I'm not going to be like all torn apart. They go away.
That's good, Donald. Like that, you will not be.
So what are you saying that I actually do?
When it comes down to the words that you use, you feel as though you're smart for.
Did you say word?
I said the words you use.
Okay, so words are subjective only. I don't care about that.
As I tell people, there's no right way to say anything. It's only a right way to do things in this world.
No, you are wrong about that.
There's no right way to say anything, Donald.
There is a correct way to say something.
According to who?
There is a correct way of saying something.
According to who?
It doesn't matter. That's the point.
Is that God that said that?
God does not exist.
So I'm saying, according to who? You?
No, not according to me. There is object.
I appreciate having these conversations. Oh, Donald, you're back.
My battery died. Sorry.
It's okay. You're forgiven. That's what love is. Love forgives all the time, Donald.
Welcome all the new people to my room. Let me get my glasses. So, we have so welcome T and Guava and Queen and Ashton and Myrna. Thank you for coming to my room. I appreciate it.
That's love right there, Donald. You welcome them in the name of love.
Sure.
Hey, continue doing that. That's cool points for you.
I can love without God.
Hey, you would think you're doing it without God, but that's what you're doing. That's God.
Okay. You have to stop saying that I'm doing things for motivations that you don't have access to. You don't know why I welcomed all of those people to my room? You just don't know why. You don't have access. You don't have access to that information.
You were showing appreciation for them coming through.
Yes, but you don't know why.
Could you appreciate them coming through?
You don't know why.
What, am I wrong for saying that you appreciate them coming through?
I'm saying that you don't have access to my motivations in the exact same way that I don't have access to your motivations.
You're talking about our desires? Yeah, we got different desires, in this world. Just letting you know. That's what I was telling you, Donald.
And you don't know mine, and I don't know yours.
That's why it's many mansions, Donald. You're a mansion of your own, is what I'm telling you, and you can be in peace.
No,
this is why.
That's silly nonsense.
Let me tell you this, Donald.
No, you can stop right now. What you're saying right now is silly nonsense, and I don't care.
Donald, do you ever want to learn from someone else?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. All right, so again, as humans, we are only different with these two things when it comes down to our bodies, the type of bodies we have, and our identities. We have different identities.
I know what's happening now. You're a moron.
Appreciate your opinion, Donald. So again, we have different preferences in this world. Like I say, somebody might like cold air, somebody might like hot air, somebody might like noise, somebody might not like noise, somebody might like the country, somebody might like the city. Different preferences, Donald. But as far as what we're all the same on,
or would you rather have a conversation?
We are all the same on emotions, Donald.
Or would you rather have a conversation?
We're having a conversation.
We're not having a conversation.
Do we not all have the same emotion?
You're just preaching, and I don't allow that on my stage.
Which means you don't want to learn, Donald.
If you would like to have a conversation with me, that'd be amazing.
So, Donald, the goal is to have nothing to talk about. So when you want to know what love is, you don't want to have to talk about nothing for real. So when you know,
is God feelings?
God controls feelings.
But is God feelings?
No.
Okay, well then I don't care. Can you demonstrate the God that you believe in any way at all?
I do. Every single time I come in the room, Donald.
Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
Based on our conversation, Donald, that's me showing you who I follow.
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
I do. Just like you show me who you follow, I show you who I follow.
Okay, can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
How you feeling today, Donald? How's your day treating you so far?
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
What part of your day are you on, Donald? Do you have to work
Can
today,
you
or
please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
did you eat today, Donald? Are you hungry?
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
How's your life treating you, Donald? Is
Can
everything
you
okay?
please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
Hey, Donald, you're a good person because you keep that ambition up.
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
I always appreciate that you always hold these rooms open, Donald. Like you definitely have a lot of ambition to hold these rooms open. Not many people could keep that consistency going.
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
You still have a lot to work on, Donald. You got to be willing to be corrected. You have to be willing to be set down. You have to be willing to become a student.
Okay. Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
What do you have on your mind right now, Donald?
The only thing I have on my mind is, please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
You're welcome. End scene. There you go. That is love, Donald.
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
What do you expect? Do you have a different understanding of the God that I believe in?
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
Do you have a different understanding for me, for my God, Donald?
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
I just did.
When did you do that?
The whole time we was having a conversation.
Can you please demonstrate the God that you believe in?
Do you want me to shoot laser beams out my eye or something, Donald?
I
Like, what
would
do you want me
like
to
for
do?
you to please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
Have I not just been doing this the whole time, Donald?
Nope. Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
Do you believe in love, Donald?
Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
No problem, Donald. I'll do it again. How you feeling, Donald? How your day
I
been treating you so
feel
far?
like I would love for you to demonstrate the God that you believe in.
I feel that, Donald. Hey, this is the God that I believe in, the God of love, the one that loves everyone, the one that forgives everyone, that understands
All right,
everyone, and
stop,
respects everyone.
stop, stop. So love is a feeling. Feelings are not God. So please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
You said love is a feeling.
Love is a feeling. Feelings are not God. Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
You said love. Love is what. Who told you what love was, Donald? Who did you get love from?
Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
I am Donald. I am. But it's it's like what love is like an enhancement of everything, Donald. It's an
Okay,
enhancement.
so
So
what you have to do is please demonstrate the God that you believe in. Also, if
Don,
there's new people in the room, feel free to come on stage. Mirna, thank you for coming to my room.
it can't happen, Donald, if you're not open minded. If you know your ears are not open. If I just told
Okay,
you I did it.
I don't care how open or closed-minded you are. If I take hydrogen and helium and combine them, they will make water, electricity, and a little bit of heat. Doesn't matter what your mindset is. So, that's a demonstration. Please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
Does that make you feel smart or something, Donald? I'm telling you, Donald. I'm just trying to help you because those type of things
Sure.
do not.
All you have to do to help me is please demonstrate the God that you believe in.
Hey, Donald.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? um,
Can I ask Image a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. Image, I think Donald's asked about, probably at this point, 85 times for you to please demonstrate the God that, the God that you believe in. I just want to ask you, do you understand what he means when he says the word demonstrate? Do you know what the definition is?
Which means perform.
Okay. What's the definition of demonstrate?
Do you want like the exact thing? I'll go to it for you.
Ask me that question when you're done with him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Do me a favor. Look it up and tell me if that's what you mean when Donald says demonstrate, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can read it to you if you'd like.
It says to give a demonstration of show how something is done. Did I not do that?
No. What it means is to present, right? Physical evidence.
Show.
In the same way, right? In the same way that if I would say to me, demonstrate that you have a pet dog, I don't mean for you to start. I don't mean for you to start telling me like, hey Donald, my dog loves you, right? I don't want that. I want you to show the dog, to demonstrate the dog. So when Donald's asking you to please demonstrate your God exists, he means present physical evidence.
Not necessarily physical. I don't care about physical.
Hey, I searched up the
I'm just trying to make it simple for him. Yeah.
Yes,
I looked up the word demonstrate. For it says to give a demonstration of show how something is done. It doesn't say give physical evidence or anything like that.
That's why I corrected him. And he accepted the correction.
No, this is what I'm saying though. He asked me to demonstrate, and I demonstrated for him. And
but when he said demonstrate, right, and you said like something like love, right? Saying the word love is not a demonstration.
No, I was asking him questions about his day, and I said, "How are you feeling?"
But why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Questions are not demonstrations.
Because that's me demonstrating love.
You can never stop talking. You can never demonstrate something with questions ever.
You can by being concerned about something.
You cannot.
I'm telling you, Donald, your mind is closed. That's why I say
don't care what you're saying
give wisdom to the open-minded. They're very humble.
Demonstration will never. They're ready to rumble. Stop. A demonstration will never be a question. Period.
If someone says, "Hey, demonstrate you at an interview," like how would you be at an interview, like or being an interviewer or something like that, like
so how many questions were involved with that person being in the room with the person interviewing them?
You said how many questions? If the person
No, that's not what I said. That's not at all what I said. How many questions were involved with the person being in the same room as the interviewer?
It's subjective to.
No, it's not subjective. Define subjective. Define subjective.
It's amount that they want to act as a person, unless they have
talking.
A book.
Define subjective, please. Just define subjective.
It's personal to that interviewer, and all the questions they want to.
Define subjective, please.
It's personal, is what I'm telling you.
Personal is not the definition of subjective. Please stop saying that. Define subjective.
I bet you it's gonna say the same thing. I'll go to subjective. You want to look up all these words, Donald, because you feel.
I just want you to define the word you used.
Subjective, based on influence by personal feelings, taste, or opinions.
I agree.
And you wanted that whole thing when I said personal.
That's not the definition you read.
I said personal.
And then a bunch of other stuff that I agree with.
No, I said personal, and then
That's not the definition of subjective.
See, Donald, you feel like you're so smart, but you're a fool.
That is a single word in the definition. A single word of a definition is not the definition.
Because, Donald, again, this is why I say a rich mind will simplify what a broke mind will complicate. If you didn't understand what
we don't
I said,
need to simplify. I don't need you to simplify. I don't need you to simplify. What I need you to do is answer the questions I ask.
As I said, Donald, like the questions that you ask, you want them to be answered the way you want to be answered, or you're not satisfied. That's your problem because you feel as though that you are God.
No,
you not. You feel as though you are the authority.
Fucking moron.
You feel as though you're the authority.
Every single time that you call me God, I'm just going to say you're a fucking moron.
So, Donald, because you are, this is what I'm telling you. You're saying that people are wrong, but the only one that could say somebody is wrong is God.
God does not exist. God cannot tell me I am wrong.
Are you the authority then, Donald?
No.
Are you able to tell people they're wrong?
Yes.
So he's God, y'all. He's the one that's the authority over everybody.
Well, no, I can tell you.
Who's your authority, Donald?
Stop talking. I can tell you that you are wrong without being God. I don't have to be God to know that you are wrong.
Donald, who's your authority?
I have no authority.
So who do you get the things you get from? Like, and
I have no authority.
So who is the one that make you feel like you're right when it comes down to saying words? Who's the one that gave you the words, these definitions?
I have no authority. No one told me these things. No one.
No one told you. So no one told him these things now, yeah. So he tells you to go.
I don't understand what you're saying when someone told me something. When someone told me something, I don't understand what that means.
That means someone is above you, Donald. That means
no one's above me. I'm looking above me now. My ceiling and my fan are above
which means you have someone that is playing like a father figure for you.
No,
you are following
my fathers are dead. Both of my fathers are dead.
You have someone that is teaching you, Donald.
I have never submitted to the teacher's rules. So if a teacher tells me something,
did I just say that?
I'm in the middle of a sentence. You must stop talking.
Go ahead, Donald.
Thank you. On my own stage. It's amazing. I have permission to speak. It's amazing. So, just because a teacher tells me something doesn't mean I'm going to accept it. I have to go out and demonstrate it for myself. I do not accept anything that I cannot demonstrate, period, ever. No matter what the proposition is, I do not accept it unless I can demonstrate it.
So, again, when it comes down to demonstrating love, you can be able to demonstrate that by first using it, like demonstrating it on yourself.
Well, no, I can demonstrate love, and that's all that matters.
You have to be able to forgive yourself, Donald. You have to be able to understand yourself. You have to be able to understand yourself.
What do you mean by forgiveness?
That means anything
What do you mean by forgiveness?
Which means everything that you...
Please stop ignoring what I say.
Which means everything...
Please stop ignoring what I say.
Your question, Donald.
I have a question for clarity. Please stop ignoring me or you're gonna get
it. So, again, as I said, Donald, is to forget, I mean, not to forget, but forgive and understand your past and continue to walk past wherever, like, whoever hurt you.
So, would you like to actually talk about God or people?
We've been talking about him this whole time.
You're talking about people now. So, would you
No, we're talking about God.
I'd like to talk about God. That'd be amazing.
We've been talking about God the whole time, but you just don't see it.
No, you've been talking about people this whole time.
Because God has to do with the people, Donald.
But I'd like to talk about God, not people. So
you have to talk about the people first. You have to talk about yourself first.
Can we please talk about God?
We have to talk about you in order to know where you are at with God.
We do not have to
how
talk
can
about
I talk?
me.
How can you
Let's
talk about
talk
something that you
God.
don't?
Let's talk about God.
You don't, Donald. You do not know God. You want to cross. You want to step up a ladder that you never
demonstrate. I do not know God.
Your title.
So demonstrate I do not know God.
The rooms that you make all the time.
Is my title God?
And then also your conversation.
So what is God?
God is love, Donald.
Love is a feeling. That's a nonsense definition.
That's who, Donald.
What I need you to do now is tell me how my title has anything to do with God.
It says God on it, Donald.
Well, what is around? How do you spell God?
G-O-D.
How did I spell God?
G-0-D.
Yes, so that's not the God you believe in, correct?
It's just a word, Donald.
But it's not the God that you believe in, correct?
It's still the same word.
Is it the God that you believe in?
Yes, if it's coming out of my mouth, that's correct.
It's not coming out of your mouth. It's coming out of my mouth. Is G0D the God that you believe in?
Yes, because it's coming out of my mouth.
You believe in G0D. Okay, so I'd like to know precisely what G0D requires from me.
Love. Respect.
So, what is your source on that?
It said, what is my source? I'm the source.
You're the source. I don't care about you. You're a fucking moron. So, what's your source on G0D?
So, if you don't care about the source that I'm connected to,
how would you... What's your source for G0D? What's your source for G0D?
It's love.
So what's your
source? You think
if
you just change the word up, it's going to change something, Donald?
Yes, it does. Words change definitions.
No, yes. It doesn't, Donald.
Okay, so what is G0D?
It's God, Donald.
So what is God?
Love.
Love is a feeling. What is God?
God is love, Donald.
Stop saying that God is a feeling unless you want your God to be imaginary.
Your feelings
Do you want your God to be imaginary?
Your feelings are not imaginary, Donald.
Everybody sees your feelings. So, do you want your God to be imaginary?
It's only imaginary for those that don't know it.
No, love is imaginary. Do you want your God to be imaginary?
Says who, Donald?
Neuroscience. Do you want your God to be imaginary?
No, I'm saying neuroscience your God?
No, I'm saying that neuroscience is that.
So then they're irrelevant then.
Would you mind? I'm having a very tough time. I want you to tell me why you believe in the God that you believe in.
Because I see everything clearly. Because I believe in love. So again.
How does... I was in the middle of something.
You asked me a question.
Would you mind? How does God equal love?
Because love was the only thing that was in the world before humans was even a thing. So everything that you've seen, everything that grew.
Tell me how you know that nothing else exists except love.
Because how everything grows. Everything grows based on
what you're saying is that because of the way that things are now, the past would have been the same.
You said the past would have been the same. What past?
That's what I'm asking. It's a question. It's not something I'm saying. It's a question. So, because God loves things now, did he love things in the past?
Yes, God's love never changes.
Is he going to love things in the future?
God's love never changes.
God is not changing.
Nope. Always been the same.
Did God create?
Yes.
Was there something before creation besides God?
Nope.
Was there something after creation besides God?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
So God did not create.
I just said he created.
Yeah, so was there something before creation besides God?
Nope.
Was there something after creation besides God?
Nope.
So God never created.
No, he did create.
Okay, so was there something...
God is the beginning and the end.
Hang on. Answer this question. It's a very simple question. Just answer. Did something exist after God created?
You said that something exists after God created. If you're saying that, yes, God, something existed.
Did something exist before God created?
No.
No. Did God exist before God created?
That's something that you have to get closer to him to figure that.
Did God exist before God created?
No.
God did not exist.
Before God created, how can something exist without God?
We're not talking about something. We're talking about God.
Exactly. Nothing in this world could be existing in this world and last without God, which is love. Nothing in this world lasts without love.
God sustains everything.
Correct.
Okay. Does God sustain everything inside of a test tube?
I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
Does God sustain everything?
Yeah.
Does God sustain everything inside of a test tube?
You're talking about as the human woman.
Kind of a yes or no thing. Does God sustain everything?
Processing the question, I'll say yes and also no.
Does God sustain everything inside of a test tube?
Yes.
Can I put God inside a test tube?
No. Yes. At the same time.
That's a contradiction, buddy.
No, it is that you don't understand it.
So can I put God inside a test tube?
Yes and no.
That's a contradiction.
No, it's just that you don't understand it.
What is a contradiction?
Something that goes against what I'm saying.
No, a contradiction is a set of truth values that always equal false.
That goes against what I'm saying.
No.
That goes against what I'm saying.
No.
So what did you just say different? This is what I'm saying. Like, you think you using these words are going to make you smarter, Donald? That's what I said.
Does God sustain everything?
Yes.
Does God sustain everything inside a test tube?
Yes.
Can I put God inside a test tube?
Yes.
So I can test God.
You can try to if you want.
Well, no, you're telling me I can. I don't have to try. I can do it. I can test God.
Go ahead and try it, Donald. I don't know what you're like.
Yeah,
what you
I do it every day. I test God every day.
And look at where you're at still, Donald. Lost.
Because is God inside a test tube?
Yes, Donald.
So can I put God inside a test tube?
Yes.
So I can test God.
Yeah, go ahead, test God, Donald.
Please give me an example of a test for God.
To do something and think that you are going to live great, and basically.
Okay, so living will never be a test. So can you give me a test?
No, living is definitely going to be a test.
Can you give me a test that I can do scientifically for God inside a test tube?
Try to do something that you know that will be 100% horrible.
No. I want you to tell me what I can do inside this test tube for God.
I'm not sure. I never experimented on those things or nothing like that.
Okay, so we'll try this again. Let's try again from the beginning. Can I... I'm sorry. My apologies. So does God sustain everything?
Yes.
Does God sustain everything inside a test tube?
Yes, Donald.
Can I put God inside a test tube?
Yes.
Okay, what would the results be from me putting God inside a test tube?
Good.
That's not a result.
Yeah, results are good. What do you mean? Like, you just be saying anything, Donald. Like, I give you something and then you just say anything back. I said it would be good. Or you said results are not good.
So
like,
hang on, let's start over.
Donald, just change the subject.
Let's start over.
Anything out your mouth.
So
just makes sense out of something.
Start over. We're going to
give a different
start
example,
over.
Donald.
We're going to start over.
I'd rather get a different example.
We're going to start over.
Are you going to force me to use the same example, Donald?
We're going to start over.
I don't want to use that example.
We're going to do this. So, you said that I can put God inside a test tube, yes?
Yes, you can.
Okay. What would the results be?
It will be good.
Those are not results. I don't know what you mean.
Yes, results can be good, Donald.
Can I ask a question, Donald?
Yes.
Okay, this question is towards Image. Image, do you think God was joking around? Like, was he being a jokester when he made you poor?
You said it made me poor? Is the only ones that can make you poor is the ones that are raising you. That's the only way you can be poor. You only become poor when you have a lack of knowledge.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm talking about money-wise.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald, if I put Duck next to your name, does that make you Donald Duck?
No.
Why doesn't that make you Donald Duck if I put Duck next to your name?
Well, because I don't have millions of dollars.
Well, you quack like a duck. You sound like a duck. You must be Donald Duck.
Well, those are your opinion. Are your opinion fact?
Sure. I mean, don't you
your
appeal
opinion
to
is fact?
Well, aren't you an atheist? You're a subjectivist.
I'm not a subjectivist.
How do you know that?
Because I'm a non-cognitivist.
You're a non-cognitivist?
Yes.
So you don't do cognitive thinking.
Well, moral non-cognitivist, deist, non-cognitivist.
What does that mean?
It means that...
I'm looking it up for you right now. Just like I said, it's like words.
Well, I mean, it's just to demonstrate the complete nonsensical, lineup of questions here.
Yeah.
So it's like when you ask them if you did this, if you did that, and you've reduced it down to if this is inside of a test tube and this is what the results are. I mean, isn't his opinion just as good as your opinion? I mean, do you actually have any evidence for the non-existence of God?
Nope.
I do. I finally got evidence.
Really? What's the evidence?
Okay. The evidence is very simple. You know how people will pray, like something will happen in their lives. Let's say their health deteriorates, and they don't have the money to pay for the medical bills or to go to get something done, and it's very expensive. And then they pray for it, and they never get it, and then they die of the illness.
Do you think God is a magical wish making genie?
No, but what I am saying is, if you look at reality, right, and maybe that wasn't a good example. A better example is the war in Gaza, right? Do you really believe that if there was a God, that God would allow today in 2025 wars and starvation of many people on this planet? I don't think so.
Really? So you're just basically saying if you were God, you would just do it better?
Fuck yeah. If I was God, none of us would be suffering. We would all have mansions. We would all be driving 911 Porsches, and we'd have all the whores we want.
So everything would just be good, and we would have like no metric of like what's bad in order to make a distinction from what's good and bad. Everything would just be good.
Listen, see that's the problem with religious people. You guys justify struggling and pain and everything that's bad. You guys are like, oh, God wants us to experience this. No, he does not. That's just our primitive little minds trying to justify the pain.
I mean, here's like an interesting hypothetical, and I'll make it fun. Are you familiar with the Twilight Zone, the black and white ones? Have you ever watched those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those too. One of my favorite episodes is the ones where there was this criminal. He's outside of a bank. He's trying to rob it. At gunpoint, he gets shot up by the police, and this guy in a white suit starts talking to him, and he's like, "Well, what do you want?" And he starts giving him everything that he wants. Women, every time he gambles, like, makes a lot of money. He wins every time. And, it keeps on going on and on. He has all the sex that he wants, gets all the money that he wants, all the nice clothes, lives in a wonderful place. And he starts getting frustrated with the quote-unquote whatever he thinks the angel is, and he's like, I can't take it anymore. Everything is perfect about this place. I'm losing my fucking mind. Every time I go to the casino, I win. When do I actually lose? When is there any, the guy starts going batshit crazy, and he's like, whatever heaven this is, I don't want to be in it. And the fucking guy looks at him, the quote-unquote angel. He's like, excuse me, sir, you're not in heaven. You're in hell.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like what you were saying. Like, if everything was perfect and everything was good, and there's no perseverance in our life, there's no metric of self-improvement of any kind. There's no ability to experience like this imperfection to a degree or another. I mean, wouldn't that be fucking hell?
Yeah. Can I respond to Esteemed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Esteemed, I'm assuming you're a religious person or a theist of some sort?
No, I'm not any of those things.
So you're making arguments for like a theodicy for God allowing suffering, but you're not a religious person?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so do you actually have a God belief or not?
Doesn't matter what I believe.
It does when you're talking
I'm just
about
asking you. I was just asking if you're comfortable sharing.
Well, why does it matter to the issue that he poses?
Okay, I guess you're not comfortable sharing. I just wanted to be able to ask you so I could have a better, customized answer, but it's okay. So the point is this. You want to make arguments for God. Number one, the main point is we'd have to have a demonstration first that God actually exists before you make arguments for what his characteristics are. But number two is that...
Wouldn't you just say everybody's just agnostic?
No. Would I say everybody's agnostic?
What? Yeah.
No, there are people who are agnostic. There are people who are religious. There are people who are atheists. I mean, there's different people.
Yeah, but like, if nobody really knows, then like,
wait,
if
the religious people are completely wrong and delusional.
Wait, when you say stop, when you say,
are you saying scientific people that have scientific minds that
ask you a question.
Believe in God are crazy delusional people?
I have to ask you a question. When you say that people don't really know, what the fuck do you mean?
Nobody really knows.
What does that mean?
It means you got like these atheists that claim God doesn't exist. I have proof of it, but then they can't prove it. And then you have theists
I just did. I just proved it.
Well, that's irrelevant.
That say the same thing.
Okay, hang on.
They can't prove it to the atheists.
Please, 1 second. Do you think it's possible to know anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do know things about the universe, yes?
I know I'm talking to Donald Duck right now.
No. Do you know things about the universe?
I know that there's this character that exists in the universe.
Okay, I'm fucking
called
dying.
Donald
You're
Duck.
a dick. You're being a dick.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be kind and funny.
No, you're not even. You're not trying to be kind. You're just trying to be an asshole.
I'm just trying to be funny. I
don't care if you're trying to be funny. That's no less an asshole just because you're funny.
Well, I think it's
all
funny
you
to
have
call
to do is stop talking. You're clearly not wanting to have a conversation, so all you have to do is stop talking.
I thought this was a consensual conversation.
Yes, but you're not wanting to have a conversation. You're just wanting to be an asshole. So all you have to do is stop talking and let others who want to actually have a conversation speak, and you stop talking.
Well,
stop talking.
I just want to be part of the conversation.
Stop talking. Well, all you had to do was actually be be part of the conversation, but you didn't want to be part of the conversation. You wanted to be an asshole.
I'm already a part of it. You're just dictating to me how to be.
You're being an asshole in the conversation. All you have to do is stop talking.
But that's your opinion.
All you have to do is stop talking.
So how come it's okay for you to have an opinion, but I can't have one?
Honest. All you have to do is stop talking, and the rest of the conversation will happen without you just fine. But what you have to do now, if you don't want to participate, is just stop talking.
Well, you might want that, but I want something different.
So I'd love to have a conversation. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I thought we were having one.
Well, right up until you started saying nuh-uh.
No.
Yeah, he was being disingenuous, Donald.
Yeah, Donald Duck.
No, Esteemed was being disingenuous.
Oh, I thought you were being disingenuous.
No, because you were trying to create an argument for God, and you don't even believe in God.
How do you know that?
In God.
Because people who believe in God will immediately tell you, "Yes, I believe in God."
No, they won't.
Do all
That's
people that believe
nonsense.
in God immediately tell you, "Yes, I believe in God"?
Yeah, they do.
That's nonsense. That doesn't happen.
Wait a minute. I'm going to use a Catholic as an example. When I was a Roman Catholic, I would immediately say, "Yeah, I'm a Catholic."
That's you. I've had 20-minute conversations.
I bet you would.
Oh my God, I was in the middle of a sentence. So I've had 20-minute conversations with theists trying to tell me which God they believe in. 20 minutes, which God do you believe in? That's it. So no, I'm sorry, buddy. What you're saying is not accurate. I apologize for you.
Well, I agree. There's people that don't do that.
Yes.
And those people are really
your universal
atheists in the
statement was
closet.
wrong. Your universal statement was wrong.
No, I agree with you. And the ones that don't stand for what they claim they believe, like when they don't claim, if they say I'm a theist and they don't back it up, they're truly an atheist in the closet.
Okay, so
yeah, but why does it matter? If everything just is, then why even?
Not everything just is, and just because
I agree, it doesn't matter.
I would like to finish my sentence. That'd be amazing. So
Yeah, let him finish his sentence.
So just because everything is does not mean that I personally don't have meaning.
Yeah, but why can't everything just be?
I can agree that everything can just be, and also me personally have meaning at the same time.
Okay, what kind of meaning do you derive from everything just being?
So, I don't derive meaning from the universe, or whether the universe exists, or what the beginning of the universe is. I don't derive meaning from any of those things. The thing that I derive meaning from is my life. My life has zero to do with the entire universe.
Other than the fact that you're in this universe.
What do you do in your life that you get meaning from?
Well, I mean, that is very subjective on who you're talking to. Me personally, I get meaning from physics.
Isn't that something that describes the universe, though?
Yes, I get meaning from something that describes the universe. I do not get meaning from the universe.
That's kind of strange.
Except that it's the most natural thing I've ever said.
Donald, I have scientific evidence that God does not exist.
I'd love to hear it.
I just heard it a second ago, and it was literally a story from the Twilight Zone.
Well, how about you let him say it? Instead of telling me what he's going to say, let him tell me what he's going to say. Stop.
Well, if he's going to tell me something different than the last one, then...
No, it is going to be different. Just hold your horses there, buddy.
I don't care if it's different or not. I don't care if it's different or not. You need to let him speak.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, here's the proof. The proof that God does not exist is the multiple universe theory.
Wait. Hermes?
Well, if they could actually prove that, then you might have something there, but they can't.
Well, let me give you some news. According to Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian Greene, and Michio Kaku, we will have direct evidence, observation, within 5 years.
Hermes, stop. I need to have a private conversation with you.
You know what an induction fallacy is?
Hang on, give me 1 second. I was right in the middle of a sentence there. So, Hermes, you and I need to have a private conversation. Until then, I cannot have you in my room. Please leave my room until you and I can have a private conversation. Outside of my room, I need you to leave my room, Hermes.
Really? When do you want to have the private conversation?
Until you and I can talk in private, I need
When do you want to do that?
I need you to leave my room until you and I can talk in private.
Okay.
I'm sorry, buddy. I will talk to you. I'm not rejecting you right now. I need you to leave my room until we can talk in private.
No problem. Come to my room. We can have a private talk there.
I need to have a private conversation with you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Hermes. I appreciate that.
Wow. Why are you like being a dictator?
Day 57. Donald with the same title. Asking what God is.
Day 1567, more likely. I've been here for like 2.5 years, buddy.
You think that's something to be proud of? Imagine if someone was trying to Thomas Edison was like happy to say day 1,577 still trying to learn how to fix this light bulb, y'all. And then someone
imagine if I were trying to convince somebody for 1,000 days and I still couldn't do it. That'd be horrible.
You can't convince somebody that doesn't want to be convinced.
I want to be
Well, what's even worse here is when you got an atheist that appeals to scientific general consensus and they talk about like physics, and when you hand them a piece of chalk and you say, well, write me out some physics mathematics on this chalkboard and show me what your work is, and then they can't do it. That's crazy to me. But they'll take that and use that as an argument of some kind. But then when you have like a theist do the same thing, and understand, like, let's say superposition or uncertainty theory or chaos theory, and have a scientist break it down in layman's terms for them, they'll reject that though when they overlap it with their talking points, which I don't really get. I just kind of see a cognitive dissonance in that.
They probably start using big words again, for real. All those words that they learn from science and everything to make them feel smart. I'm telling you, this is what people do in this world.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay. Okay, so stop this.